Daily sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from the Superdome. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That's just running the ball one-on-one because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline. On 2nd and 12, Winston. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Watch out for Hill on the return. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson, and able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another carry for Wilson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I think they did a job description for a little bit. We would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take out yards. But how about the guys who go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
And cycle.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. He's got it to the 43 here. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill, 39 yards. Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0.
Saints, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. There's Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They run from the shotgun with Washington. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He completes it to Olave. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. They'll run. It's Washington. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Out to his left. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Washington on 3rd and short. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Dwayne Washington, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Wheellots on for the point after. It's up and good. We're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud and dust?
They're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to pass, Tua. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
They're really going to drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep up the scoreboard here.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Saints 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 41, Winston. And he'll get it right back to Washington. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Jameis to throw it. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Dolphins take over first down at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
A loss of 2. Brings up second and 12.
On second and 12, Tua. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the gun, it's Tua. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 43 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Olave holds it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A first down throw for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Washington. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
7-yard gain. And the Saints first down.
Again, it's Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Wants to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And the
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Tua going to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Tua. A quick slant to Hill. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. Now Tua. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
Saints 14. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary gets picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it
was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He completes it to Olave. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's good for a Saints.
To the air again with Winston. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Saints. Juwan Johnson, 35 yards. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Winston to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jerome Baker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. It looked low. They fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Tua sets up to pass it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Winston to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Winston. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Winston. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team.
No doubt about it.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Now Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They'll go for it. This is Wilson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Here's Winston. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
That's good for the Saints.
Back to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Man, the homies can trade your